like the perfect feel for like gut wrench, when to go, when to readjust your lock. So it just takes time, but I see a lot of you, again, you're still kind of driving and then pulling them through with your arms. When I'm driving, I want to make sure I'm driving and I'm basically trying to lift his hips as I'm driving, because then that makes it so I can slide my knee underneath and start popping and using my hips to pop them through, right? Instead of a lot of you just using your arms to pull them through. So when I'm here, I'm driving and I'm almost like lifting his hips as I'm driving, and then I can load them into my hips, get my heels to my butt, and pop him through. All right? Instead of using my arms to like try to pull him through, I'm lifting his hips, loading them into mine, and then popping through. All right? So now we're gonna go to leg lace. So one thing I want to mention with freestyle is you got to know what you're gonna go to right away on top, right? Like I would always go to a gut wrench because, like I said, you only have 10-ish seconds, so it's hard to flip-flop between the two, and have enough time to then set it up and do it, right? You can use like fake like you're gonna go for a leg lace to jump up to a gut wrench, right? Like I can fake like I'm in a leg lace so he comes up, starts getting his butt back, and then jump up and lock the gut wrench, right? But it's gonna be hard if you spend 7-8 seconds trying to get a leg lace, you don't get it, then you come up and try to get a gut wrench. By then, the ref's gonna blow the whistle and you're gonna be on your feet. All right, so it's important to know exactly what you're going to go to right away. But you gotta still practice everything. So for leg lace, my goal on top is to keep his butt down and keep him flat on the mat, right? His goal on bottom defensively, he's trying to get his butt back, get his knees wide here, right? My goal is to get his butt down and his knees pinched together for a leg lace, all right? So what I do is I cover his above his kneecaps with my hands. I'm going shoulder in his butt. Again, whichever way I'm looking, I'm going the opposite direction. So if I'm looking right, I'm leg lacing left. All right? So I start here, shoulder, driving him flat. I got to keep this pressure the entire time. Against a good guy, if you are driving and then you go here and you go to scoop and you let the pressure off for a second, then they're going to get their butt back and now you're not going to be able to get it. So we need to keep that pressure the entire time. So I'm driving the entire time forward. But I'm driving forward and I use my elbow on his shin to scoop this leg. At the same time, I'm blocking the same side leg that I'm going. So if I'm going left, I'm blocking this left leg and I'm scooping with this right arm here. But I keep everything tight right here. So I'm using my shin for my forearm to scoop his shin. And I'm still pinching his knees together and I'm blocking this left leg. Now from here, I take my hand, I keep my elbow kind of blocking his shin as I take my hand, slide it down to scoop the bottom leg. Now as I scoop the bottom leg here, now I can start, again, sliding my knee through and driving my feet and popping them through. He's gonna be trying to turn down, turn into it to defend, and that's where I really have to use my feet to drive to pop him through here. And then I'm back to right here. The non-scoop arm is just trying to wrap these legs here. All right. So everything has to be tight and we're always driving forward. All right. So if I'm gonna go right, my hands are above the knees, shoulder in his butt, driving, blocking with my right knee, and scooping with my left arm to here. Now I can, so I keep my elbow kind of pinched to my own thigh to keep his leg in there as I scoop my hand underneath. Here, scoop. And now from here, what I do, I gotta keep this bottom knee. I gotta make sure I keep this knee, otherwise he's gonna bring his foot up there, and I'm gonna lose it. All right, so we gotta keep the knees pinched here. I scoop, and then it's same with the gut wrench. I'm sliding this knee underneath as I'm driving my feet through. And one way to kind of finish it is as you go through, you slide the knees hand down, and you kind of lock on your own elbow. And now I have his feet locked together. Now I can just finish the match. There. So, one more time. I'll go that way. So, if I'm here, see how I drive, block, scoop the bottom leg, and as I go through, I can slide this hand down to my own elbow. As I go through, I slide this hand down to my own elbow, and then fight it a little bit. So he's turning down. I just gotta use my feet to drive through. It's the same as a gut wrench. All right? And be mindful, like obviously not in here today, but this move can end the match. If you get it laced like this, the match should be over. The only thing that can stop you is if you go out of bounds. So if I start leg lacing, this is more of like just an IQ type thing, but like wrestling IQ. But if I'm here and I'm going, and say this is the out of bounds line, right? Like, and I have it locked up, circle him, try to circle him back in bounds before you go again, right? Like, you'll see it all the time where guys have the leg lace locked up and they can end the match, and then they go out of bounds and give the guy a chance to, the match keeps going. So if you start getting towards the edge, circle them back in and keep going. But that's not necessarily for here today. But so driving always, block, scoop, and then it's kind of the same deal as a gut wrench. Slide that knee underneath, using our legs to drive it through. Partner, when he scoops it, once he gets like here, right? I want you to give a little bit of a fight, like turning this way, so that he doesn't just like wobble. He's got to actually, use his legs to pop it through. All right, ready? Go.